Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're going to go over two builds for Freyna, which were showcased at the start of the video. One is a burst, heavy, no survivability build, and then the other build is basically for Obstructer forward, I feel, with very good survivability, and it's great for Dead Stalker. That's its main purpose. Let's get right into it. For our first build, we have the burst build, which is just pure damage. Every slot here is giving damage besides skill extension. So we're using Venom injection. We have dangerous ambush for when the boss drops down. Toxic amplification, tech amplification, maximize skill, maximize power, iron defense, Venom syncytium, and skill extension to make sure we get all our shots off on our Venom baptism. There's really not much to say about this build. It's just one burst, pure damage. Do not take this into any hard content. For this build, we will run the Slayer set. The substats aren't really too big of a deal because the boss is dying so fast, so the whole MP, this is all based on MP, so it doesn't really matter. But the Slayer set's going to give you the most damage. Now, as far as our Reactor, we basically want to choose one that has Gold Colossus, and something like Duration Up is a plus. So would Toxic or Tech damage. As far as the gun we use, you just go with your best Reactor. You want to get rounds per magazine rolled on it. And then you want Sharp Precision Shot, Expand Weapon Charge, Concentrate Support Ammo, and Fire Rate Up. The other two mods are just quality of life mods I use for when I'm doing something like Death Stalker. And that's really it for this build. And now let's get into the second build, which would basically be for Obstructer forward. Slightly different here. I've covered this build before. We're still using Venom injection. There's two variants that you can run here with this. You can either do multi-talented, which is decent for getting your Venom baptism back a little quicker, but you do have to turn Venom injection on and off, which actually can be done while you're shooting Enduring Legacy without stopping shooting it. And you can also use it as a reload cancel. If you don't want to do that build, which I actually don't run very often, I usually go with Dangerous Ambush. Other than that, we are using the 4 cooldown mods, 2 of which are giving us tech and toxic damage, toxic amplification, and we are running the shield build, so overwhelming shield with HP. I don't run stim accelerant because we need the MP to be able to keep up Venom injection. You will run out of MP if you do not. If you put this in. Other than that, we have HP conversion shield and increase shield. With this setup, we're at a 28-second cooldown on our Venom baptism, so basically every 30 seconds. Moving on to our set. For Death Stalker, I go with the Distorted Resolve set. Anything below that, you can still use the Slayer, but this is still a very good set. It's a very comfortable set. It's going to give you a lot of survivability. The bonuses are great. For our stats on Auxiliary Power, we want MP Recovery out of combat, max HP. For the sensor, max MP Recovery in combat. For the memory, defense, MP Recovery modifier. And for the processor, max shield with toxin resist. And it's the same basis as before. We want to take our best Reactor with Colossus damage. The other options for the second stat are Duration Up, Toxic, or Tech damage. And we want to match that with a gun. So for me, Fallen Hope is my best Reactor. I have rounds per magazine here. And I also have weapon change speed here, which is mostly just for something like Death Stalker or Gluttony, because you're switching to your Enduring Legacy, but that's not a must. As far as our mods, we have Sharp Precision Shot, Expand Weapon Charge, Concentrate Support Ammo, and Fire Rate Up. And this is more of the build where these come in handy. movement speed while aiming plus 20%, and weapon change speed plus 25%. For our Enduring Legacy, we have Firearm Attack, Firearm Critical Hit Damage, bonus Firearm Attack versus Colossus, and Firearm Critical Hit Rate. And we just have our basic Sharp Precision Shot build. Built more into fire than crit, mainly when I'm using anybody but Enzo or Haley. And then we have our Thunder Cage, which I am strictly just using for ammo economy. So we have Expand General Rounds, General Rounds Compulsive, and normal Special Rounds Refining, which basically turns special rounds picked up into general rounds. And then I'm also using Weapon Change Speed and Movement Speed while aiming plus 20%. And firing faster is nice if you don't have an Enzo. You reload this gun, and then you could switch to your Enduring, and you get 3 seconds without wasting any ammo. It's pretty good, especially for Sharp Precision Shot, because you're building up those stacks and you're getting max stacks for more bullets. As far as our Inversion Reinforcement, Night Selective Neurostimulation and Neural Focus are basically must. This I usually have here for Haley, but you could just go with a damage decrease, like Toxic, depending on what content you're going to be playing. And that should cover everything. If anybody has any questions, please ask in the comments or suggestions. Also, let me know in the comments. Likes and subscribes are appreciated. Thanks, guys. Peace.